Hi everyone. Today we're going to do your guided class practice 117. So go ahead and get that out if you don't already have it. You are going to need a pencil, an eraser, a ruler. You're going to need a red and a blue crayon. Okay, so if you don't have those things, pause me and please go get them. Okay, once you've got your paper, they want you to draw a 3-inch line segment for your name. So make sure that you are lining up your ruler with the dot so that you are starting from the beginning, and then draw until you get to the 3-inch mark. Okay, then write your name. All right, and then you need to do date and day of the week. Okay, so you need to get your 3-inch line segment, name, date, and day of the week. Okay, so this is for Tuesday, so you should have 4/28/20 or April 28th, 2020, and the day of the week is Tuesday. Okay, if you don't have that, get that on there. All right, for number 1, it says write the number 106 in the place value chart. Okay, so you have the place value chart just like on our student of the day board, and you write the number 106. Next, they ask you to circle the digit that tells the number of tens. All right, so the tens place is going to be the second space always. If you do not remember that, you remember when we did dimes and pennies, okay? Because a dime is worth 10 cents. So it is the tens place, okay? We did a lot with that when we talked about pennies and dimes and adding those numbers together. All right, so your space that is the tens would be right there, the 0. So circle that. Number 2, fill in the next 3 shapes and numbers on the calendar. Okay, so if you look at the calendar, you have square, square, circle, circle, triangle. Square, square, circle, circle, triangle. Square, square, circle. Okay, all right, so you have to figure out what the pattern is going to be to keep going. All right, so square, square, circle, circle, triangle. Square, square, circle, circle, triangle. All right, so they stop with a circle. So square, square, circle. So the next one should be a circle. So that you have square, square, circle, circle. Okay, and then what comes after that? Square, square, circle, circle, triangle. Okay, so you need a triangle. All right, so square, square, circle, circle, triangle, square, square, circle, circle, triangle, square, square, circle, circle, triangle, square. Okay, so you should have added a circle, a triangle, and a square. All right, and then you got to fill in the numbers. So you're just going to continue in the sequence. So 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, all right. Once you have that done, then we have to answer the questions that they've asked us. Okay, it says, what is the date of the first Monday in May? All right, so you're going to look at this calendar, not at a real calendar, because the days will be different. Okay, so the first Monday in May. Okay, so we're going to look at the Monday row here. Okay, so this first square here, there's nothing there because May didn't start on this calendar till Wednesday. Okay, so the first Monday is going to be down here. That is the 6th. Okay, so you should write May 6th on that first line. All right, now the next question says, what is the date of the second Friday in May? Okay, so they're looking for the second Friday. So you find the row with the Fridays. Okay, the first one is the 3rd right here, but we're looking for the second one. So the second one, you come down one more, would be the 10th. So you should write May 10th. All right. Number 3. The celery is cut into how many equal pieces? Okay, so you need to look at that piece of celery and count the sections that it's divided into. So you should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so you're going to write 6 on the line, and then they want you to color 2 pieces of the celery. Okay, so see, I've got the 6 on the line, and then I colored 2 of the sections of celery. Okay, so color those in. All right, then underneath it, it says blank, out of blank, pieces are colored. Okay, so how many pieces did you color? You colored 2, so you're going to put a 2 on that first line. And how many total were there? Right there, 6. So 2 out of 6 pieces are colored. Okay, so that's a fraction. So there are 6 sections. So that's this number would be on the bottom, and there are 2 colored, so it would be 2 6. Okay, all right. Number 4 says color the cones blue. Okay, so you're gonna look through there, find the cones. Remember, a cone is like a triangle shaped, but in real life. So like a traffic cone or an ice cream cone or a party hat, that kind of shape. So you're gonna color those blue. And then you're gonna color the spheres red. Remember, a sphere is a circle, so like a ball, something like that. So color the cones blue and the spheres red. Okay, I don't have crayons handy, so I put B's on my cones and R's on my spheres. So B's for blue, R's for red. Okay? All right, so now we're going to come down here. Number 5 says color the graph to show how many cones and spheres you colored. Okay, so here, cones. You're going to look up here, how many cones did you color blue? So there's 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I'm going to color in 3 of these squares here on my graph. So go ahead, color 3 of those squares. Okay, so it should look something like that. All right, now we need to see how many spheres we colored. Okay, so there's 1, 2. So I'm going to color in these 2 squares next to spheres. All right, so it should look like that, or better if you're using crayon. All right, so now they want to know, how many more cones than spheres did you color? Okay, so remember when they ask us how many more, you're looking for the difference between them, okay? So whether they've colored in 10 or 100, they just want to know what the difference is, okay? So what is the difference here? We both have this first one colored in, right? So they're the same. We both have this one colored in, so they're the same. Now we come to a difference. We have a cone colored in, but not a sphere, okay? So how many more cones are there than spheres? 1. Okay, so there's 1 more cone than sphere. There's 2, and then there's 3. So right here you can see, so whatever the numbers are, you'd be able to look at this graph and see that this space is empty and quickly be able to see your answer. All right, down there at the bottom, that should look familiar from one of my videos. All right, you're adding 3 numbers together. So remember, nothing to be intimidated about there. You're just going to add 2 of those numbers together first, and then you'll add that answer to the third number. Okay? So let's start. The first one says 9 plus 2 plus 3 equals. All right, so I look at that and I think about the math facts that I know. All right, well, I know that 2 plus 3 is 5. I know that 9 plus 2 is 11. Okay, so you decide which way you're going to go there. I'm going to do 2 plus 3 is 5. Okay, and a way that I do that for myself is I make this little shape to show that it's these 2 numbers and a 5. So now I know that I need to say 9 plus 5. Okay, now if you remember your 9 math facts, you just think of if it was 10. So if it was a 10, it would be 10 plus 4 instead of 9 plus 5. That should automatically make you remember the number 14. Okay? 9 plus 5 would be 14. So 9 plus 2 plus 3 equals 14. All right, the next one, 5 plus 8 plus 2. All right, now I see a math fact jump right out at me. I hope you did too. That 8 plus 2 equals 10. If you remember your facts, your sums of 10, 8 plus 2 equals 10. All right, so 10 plus 5, we just talked about it over there, right? So it would be 15. All right, so you're going to add those three numbers together. Do not be intimidated by that. All right, I also assigned 117B. So you guys go ahead and do that on your own. They've got number one, they want to know the numbers that are between those two numbers. Number two is just like on the other side, but they're asking about this calendar. Number three is about the equal pieces, the fractions. Okay, so you figure that one out. Okay, and then you've got another graph with spheres and cones, and then another group of problems where you're adding three numbers. So hopefully that'll be pretty easy, and it'll give you a chance to practice those skills. All right. Well, I hope you guys are doing great. I hope the videos are helping you out, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thanks.